Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, like somehow you were manipulated without even realizing it? Maybe someone made you feel guilty. Maybe they twisted your words. Maybe they controlled your emotions so subtly you didn't notice until later. That's because dark psychology isn't just something used by criminals or masterminds. It's used every single day, at work, in relationships, on social media, even by people close to you. And most of the time, it's invisible. One of the most common dark psychology tricks is called gaslighting. This happens when someone slowly makes you question your own memory, emotions, or reality. They might say things like, "That never happened. You're overreacting. You're too sensitive." Over time, the victim begins doubting themselves, and once someone controls your perception, they can control your decisions. Another powerful manipulation tactic is guilt tripping. This is when someone uses guilt as a weapon to influence your behavior. Instead of asking directly, they make you feel bad until you obey. For example, "After everything I've done for you, I guess I just care more than you do." The goal isn't communication, the goal is emotional control. And here's the scary part. Manipulators often appear extremely kind at first. Psychologists call this love bombing. Someone gives excessive attention, compliments, affection, or validation very quickly. Not because they genuinely care, but because they want emotional influence. Humans naturally trust people who make them feel special, and manipulators know that. Another dark trick used constantly is social proof. Humans are deeply influenced by crowds. If everyone appears to support something, we instinctively feel safer trusting it too. That's why influencers, advertisements, and even companies constantly show popularity, reviews, likes, and followers, because your brain associates popularity with safety, even when something is fake. Then there's the silent treatment, one of the most emotionally damaging manipulation tactics. Some people intentionally withdraw attention, affection, or communication to punish others psychologically. Why? Because humans fear emotional disconnection. Your brain interprets rejection almost like physical pain, and manipulators use that pain to regain control. Another dangerous tactic is creating dependency. Some people slowly make you emotionally dependent on their validation, approval, or attention. They alternate between affection and distance, warmth and coldness. This creates emotional confusion inside the brain, and strangely enough, unpredictable rewards often create stronger emotional attachment than consistent kindness. It's the same psychological mechanism behind addiction, but perhaps the darkest psychology trick of all is fear. Fear controls human behavior more than logic does. Fear of rejection, fear of being alone, fear of missing out, fear of judgment. And once someone understands your fears, they can influence your actions without force. That's why awareness matters, because manipulation loses power the moment you recognize it. The truth is, dark psychology works best on people who are emotionally unaware. The more disconnected you are from your own emotions, boundaries, and instincts, the easier you are to control. And maybe that's why understanding psychology is so important. Not to manipulate others, but to protect yourself from being manipulated every day without even noticing.